Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. I am in the city of Mikawa Anjo today. I'm picking up a few people and bringing them to Tokyo. You know, I have been giving tours and coming to Japan now for 20 years. 20 years. And the people and the culture and the traditions grip you, especially when you're a newbie and you don't know what to expect. And you come here and it just blows your mind and you want to come back again and again and again. And then you want to see a different city. Then you want to learn a little of the language. Then you want to master a trait. Then you want to learn their characteristics. Then you almost want to start thinking like them because everything works so very well. Now, they're not perfect people. I'm not suggesting that. Everything needs improvement. But Japan and the Japanese people and the way that they think is so remarkably different than the way you and I think that it's appealing. And we want to absorb a little bit of that. And I can tell you this from severe experience being here, year after year after year. The Japanese psychology and the way that they work comes down to three traits: commitment, intention, and process. This year, I'm 59 years old. And forgive me, my friends, at the risk of sounding immodest, I need to make this point. In November of 2025, I will have achieved my 20th year as a tour guide in Japan. Now, depending on my sushi class schedule in the United States, I travel back and forth to Japan about 5 to 6 times every year. So I have to be brutally honest with you. If anyone would walk up to me and say, "You don't understand the Japanese culture," well, I would probably laugh in their face. Now, I'm not saying that I'm an expert in Japanese culture. In fact, far from it. In my opinion, that would take about 5 years of deliberate and intensive study. What I am saying is that I most definitely understand the characteristics that you and I find remarkable about this magnificent land. And whether you're brand new to Japan, you've spent some time there, or hope to go one day, there's no question that the people, the citizens of Japan, fascinate us. Let's be honest, the unique culture, the painstaking artwork, the fascinating history, the eye-widening technology, and the undeniable food, even the oddities, intrigue us because it's the Japanese people, both in the past and the present, who are responsible for making this nation what it is: addictive. It's their devotion to their craft that demonstrates their commitment to their history. Whatever the craft, they appear to work on it as if centuries of former masters are watching from above. It's their willingness to experiment beyond our expectations, to widen our eyes with undeniable ingenuity. It's evident from the effort they take to satisfy the customer, and it's the dedication of their past to their traditions and heritage that still keep us riveted to the stories and legends of their ancestors. And I know you get it. Japan is different. Through my years of traveling in Japan, I've come to understand one fundamental truth. The way the Japanese think shapes how they act, and their actions define every aspect of their culture. At the core of their identity lie three distinctive traits: a deep commitment to their heritage, deliberate intentions behind their actions, and an adherence to time-tested processes. These characteristics serve as the very foundation of Japan's culture and way of life. If you appreciate Japan, whether you visited their nation or just appreciate it from watching videos online, these three traits are the keys to our addiction to the Japanese culture. The Japanese people have three undeniable commitments. Number one, a commitment to one another, as citizens who share the same nation. Secondly, a commitment to their employer, the group, the company, or entity that offers them a stable life and the opportunity to contribute. The employer appreciates the team, and the team is grateful to the employer. And third, a commitment to their legacy, the fathers, mothers, grandmothers, and ancestors who made them who they are today.
A great example is the cleanliness that you tend to see throughout Japan itself. While the cities are responsible for the general public cleanliness and drainage maintenance, the citizens of each town will take it upon themselves to do their share without complaint. The idea is, if I keep my area clean and you keep your area clean and he keeps his area clean, we will work together to ensure that dirt, mold, smells, insects, and the overall appearance of our street is easily maintained. The city itself still has the responsibility of cleaning the streets and maintaining suitable drainage, but the citizens share the duties. Some are city laws, and some are, this is how we are raised. Younger students learn responsibility. Uniforms convey teams, and morning group exercises encourage the idea that we work together, we share duties, and the team is essential, thus collective responsibility. This dedication extends beyond personal relationships to workplaces and communities, and even the nation as a whole, where individuals prioritize the well-being of the group over personal gain. Their strong sense of duty and loyalty drives them to uphold traditions, maintain social order, and continuously strive for excellence in every aspect of life. This unwavering commitment not only strengthens the bonds with one another, but also propels Japan to an ever-evolving, refined, and better way of life. And even from the other side of the earth, watching thousands of videos on your phone, you can recognize their commitment to one another and the positive results of their culture. The need for each other combines with their desire for improvement, making it a perfect fit. Here's just one example. During a baseball game in March of 2023, a major Japanese baseball player hit a legendary home run at the top of the first inning. One fan caught the ball in the stands. The baseball was generously passed around the stands so every baseball fan could take a photo with the baseball until it was returned to the fan who caught it. Second, intention. If you spend some time in a notable Japanese garden or temple, you'll notice that the artwork is created and managed with deliberate effort, fostering progress, harmony, and positivity even in the smallest details. Unlike chance, true progress requires a purposeful effort, whether it's personal growth or relationships or community building or even designing a Zen garden. For example, meeting a friend for coffee might be routine, but when you ask yourself, how can I make them feel valued? Transforms the experience for both of you. Just a little extra effort, listening intently, maybe making them laugh, leaves a lasting impact. When you intentionally put an effort forward to make your friend feel appreciated, it shows and it matters. This mindset extends to daily life in Japan. When the Japanese clean a street or a landmark, they just don't go through the motions. They ensure it's truly clean. This level of intention starkly contrasts with the common mindset in the United States. Not long ago, while walking down the streets in Himeji, Japan, I filmed an employee purposely holding a plastic bag, crouching down to pick up every speck of trash in front of the entrance to their business. This isn't a chore, it's almost instinctual. In fact, I embraced a similar philosophy at a corporate job about 30 years ago, always anticipating the need rather than just completing the task. I didn't just do the job I was paid for. I used intention. I thought to myself, once this task is complete, what would my boss probably want after it's done? Having job experience and usually a good idea what was needed, I would complete that as well. And it made an immense difference. 2 years later, despite having less experience than others, I was promoted 2 levels above my current position. The only difference? I worked with intention. This mindset isn't merely effective in doing a job, it makes you stand out, especially in the United States. Now, imagine if an entire nation operated this way. That is Japan. Third, process. The Japanese people embody a deep-rooted leaning to process and form that's woven into their daily lives through cultural values, employment disciplines, and a commitment to their way of life. This principle is often associated with ikigai, the concept of finding meaning in life. It drives individuals to approach their work, relationships, and responsibilities with dedication and mindfulness. And to be honest, this concept, it clashes with many Westerners who go to Japan for their career. Although Americans love the idea of working and living in Japan, they find this deep obligation to working one way as a clash to how they live. This sense of dedication to systems and not just doing your own thing is obtrusive and very uncomfortable. Many Americans find it unsettling and hard to appreciate. When they're part of a really big Japanese company and they start at the bottom, they really feel out of sorts. This feeling is usually due to the fact that Americans live their entire life by living for themselves and developing ways of doing their own things. Adhering to processes and expressing dedication to your employer or community and following rigorous procedures is downright bizarre. Regardless of the occupation, the Japanese believe that there's a way that things are done and everyone is on board. And something as simple as a hotel breakfast demonstrates the effort and end result behind adopting a process. You know, when I'm in Japan, I tend to stay at a hotel chain named the Toyoko Inn. And every morning you are offered a complimentary breakfast. And this team of hardworking women demonstrates the essence of teamwork and following a specific process. Everything has its place, and there's a reason for every single item. Everything is antiseptic clean and perfectly stacked, washed, neatly arranged, readily available, and designed purposely for the customer. Nothing is disorganized. Nothing is out of place. The entire breakfast station, everything is placed in one spot, checked, and conveniently displayed. One person supervises the entire arrangement. The croissants are counted and stacked. The beverage and soup station is triple checked. Neatness and efficiency counts. Is everything properly arranged? Is everything where it should be? Is the food properly cooked? It's checked, double checked, and verified. And while the team preps for breakfast, you can help yourself to a drink. This serving tray, plate, and platter station is managed by one person. Her job is to inspect, wipe, sanitize, and stack the trays. One person helps her, and on the other side of the kitchen, they prep the food. And as the serving trays are sanitized and counted, they are added to the stack before breakfast service begins. At 6:30 a.m., hotel guests hop on the elevator and come down from their rooms. And when it's time to eat, and everything is ready, the breakfast team gets together as a standard process and formally welcomes you with a speech of gratitude and appreciation.
少々お時間は早いですが、朝食サービスを開始させていただきます。私たちが心を込めて作りました。お召し上がりくださいませ。なお、お部屋の方でもお召し上がりいただきます。ご利用くださいませ。お待たせいたしました。
When serving yourself, you can take all that you want. You'll notice that the entire breakfast station is clean and efficient. And for quality control, the hotel manager visits the breakfast setup, takes 4 samples of food in to-go trays, takes portions of everything, which will be sampled for quality assurance. And as part of the process, the front desk staff enjoy a complimentary breakfast. New employees receive on-the-job training on day 1. They work with the team, and everything is explained, so the process and purpose of every action makes sense. As needed, the food is instantly replenished. Every hotel guest serves themselves as the line forms in the back. You can dine at the spotless lobby near the buffet line, or you can take your food in a to-go tray to your hotel room, as I do, and eat in peace and quiet. Everything is set for you. Leftover food, empty cans, and your food tray. Leftover food on the plate is dumped here. Your empty tray is stacked here. After people enjoy a satisfying and complimentary breakfast, they leave the hotel to start their day. Everything follows a process to ensure that everything performs well every day of the year. Most of these women are in their 50s and they move like they're teenagers. Every morning, the same process, no deviation, to perform a valuable service for others. There's no question that the Japanese culture is intriguing to those who appreciate their way of life. Being a tour guide to Japan for 20 years, I can attest to the addictive nature of this nation. However, it is best to remind ourselves that the beautiful gardens that we adore from afar require painstaking intention and undeniable teamwork from numerous unified gardeners. The unique craftsmanship of the ancient temples of Japan require immense training, profound discipline, and a never-ending series of hardworking masters and apprentices. And today, the very same commitment, intention, and processes are required to maintain these structures. Japan is truly a marvel that nearly anyone can appreciate. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I have many more videos of Japan to come. From sushi instruction to traveling in Japan, filming my experiences, all of it. This is my sushi class website. This is my Japan tour website. And this is my Facebook page. I would love to connect with you, offer travel advice, and encourage you to travel to the land of Japan. And once again, thank you for watching.